What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Brain Gaming video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. Now, today we're going back to some classic old Steam Deck testing. It's something I've said I'm going to do on the channel for a while. I'm saying I'm going to be doing multiple different things. PC, console, Steam Deck, Switch, like everything that I own, I'm going to be testing because it's what I want to do. And I'm personally very much enjoying doing that on the channel. So today we're taking a look at Lies of P on the Steam Deck, and I have my full capture device set up, so we're actually fully capturing from the Steam Deck itself. Now, you may wonder, well, why isn't this full screen? Well, I thought, first of all, we'd try and test this based on the actual 800p that you can expect from the Steam Deck resolution. Now, if you're watching on a great big display, this is not going to look very good because we're at the 800p resolution, which is what you would actually get on the handheld. That's what you've got to bear in mind. This is a handheld system. It does not need to be doing 4K, but we will go up to 1080p and stuff like that. But let's set some settings here and let's change the FSR to quality with low settings and just see if we can still get a close to 60 FPS. So it seems like we can. I've got to say, Lies of P is incredibly well optimized. It's one of those games that just seems to run on most things, to be honest. It very, very, very well. And I got to say here, it's running exceptionally well, even in this sort of hub area where we'll go to one of the normal alleyway areas in a second that you'd be spending most of your time doing. But yeah, let's go to like a normal standard point. Teleport to another stargazer. Let's go right back to chapter 1. Let's go to Krut. Oh, we can't go there right now. Okay. Let's see where we want to go. Where do we want to go? Let's go to this area. Let's go to here. This is a nice area that I know relatively well. I've beaten this game so many times, by the way, guys. This is just another save that I've loaded up. I absolutely love this game. If you haven't played this game through, please do yourself a favor and go play it. And if you're wondering, all the stuff is in the top left, so you can see the GPU, the CPU, the RAM, what's being utilized by this game. And yeah, it's incredibly graphically good as well. For this game is on every system, but even on this, you can see we're getting a 60 FPS lock at the moment. Let's go get into some combat. It's so well designed. We're going to destroy every enemy here, just by the way, but it's not really that big of a deal. Wow, I didn't see that attack before. I didn't know what it was. Okay, so we're pretty much at a lock 60 all the time. A couple of frame time spikes. So let's see what we can do if we actually up the graphics slightly in this, just to see if there's anything we can change. Let's see if we can do medium and still get a 60 FPS lock. Now, couple of little frame drops here and there, but nothing too bad at all, to be honest. That's very, very impressive. We're even on medium settings, a little bit more frame time spikes on there, but it's nothing major. I could absolutely play on a handheld like this. This is not something that I would be worried about, like, oh no, it's like dropping a couple of frames here and there. This is... Let me just kill this guy, hang on. Nice, okay, we got rid of him. I can't remember how this build actually works, but it seems pretty decent. Let's get rid of this guy as well, and then we'll try and go up to higher settings and see if that's something we can achieve on the Steam Deck. This system is still so good, by the way. I can't wait to see if they do another Steam Deck, because I think it's so impressive what they've been able to do with this thing. But let's go to high and see if we can still get... Wow. Okay, so we're getting more frame drops overall, like when just panning the camera around, there's the occasional frame drop, but I gotta say, this is looking pretty good, right? Like even okay, you're in the high 50s, like most of the time. It doesn't feel the most smooth, but this is still very, very impressive. Like, this is incredible that you're doing this on a handheld at the native, or with upscaling, but at a very close to you know, native resolution with quality upscaling. I'm pretty sure we're still on, right? Like, yeah, we're on quality upscaling. So if we go to best settings, I don't know what that entails in this game. How much worse is it? Okay, so you're still in the... You could absolutely do a 45 FPS cap if you wanted to, because obviously with the 90 hertz display of the Steam Deck, that would be kind of advisable compared to doing just 40 hertz. So that is pretty cool. You could absolutely cap the frame rate, get slightly more stable frame time graphs, and do it that way. But if we went to, I don't know, something like... If we went to like performance, version of upscaling. Does that help much? No, it really doesn't at all. So I think that's pretty good sort of to do at 1800p. In my opinion, I would probably, if I was playing this game handheld, I would probably go medium settings, and I would set this to something like balanced or performance or quality at this point, because you get pretty much stable 60 all around here. But if you set it to balanced, it seems mostly close to that 60 frame per second mark. But what I want to do now to go a step further in this is I want to go up to 1080p, so that we can actually see, if you were to dock your Steam Deck to a monitor, can you still achieve some sort of like 40, 45 FPS? And looking at this right here, you absolutely can. Now we, of course, let's just change back to low settings and see what best case we can actually get. So low settings, let's go performance FSR. We've got VSync on, unlimited frame rate. Let's see. Wow. That is very impressive. So 1080p, and we are getting 60 frames at the moment, like right at this specific moment. We're getting 60 frames per second, 1080p, low settings with performance FSR on, and we are able to get 60 frames per second. That is pretty incredible. I'll tell you what, let's go over to the latest area I've got to this save point. I've got to say, guys, I have not played this game in a very long time, so I absolutely am just going to die to this boss. But let's see how it holds up in an actual boss fight, which is what's kind of important in this game. Let's see how it holds up in that sort of situation. This is really impressive. I've got to say, I am very impressed with this device running a game that's this new. I know it's well optimized. I know the game runs incredibly well, but at the end of the day, like, it's one of those games that's just like, it is well optimized, but at the same time, seeing it look still very good at 1080p docked to my monitor in front of me is impressive from a handheld. That is still very, very impressive. And I can't wait to see what they do from like a new Switch, to be honest. It'll be really impressive to see what they do with that. I can't remember the buttons. Sorry, guys, you're going to have to bear with me. I am going to die here a lot. So you just bear with me. Because it's a parry game, this, right? So I need to make sure that I actually... Like, with FSR on, I wonder if it's going to make a difference to, like, my parry timing, right? Wow, this is not going well, guys. I'm sorry. We're going to die here. But all in all, I think we're holding that lock 60. It's probably easier for me to just... Wow, we got that one. Okay, there we go. We're doing good. Wow, I'm sure I got that parry. Gotta say. Okay. All right. Damn it. Ah, there we go. Got the stagger on him. Nice. Got the stagger. I love this game, by the way. But this bodes well. Like, I haven't played this game in a good, like, few months. And the fact that I'm doing this, like, this well... Like, okay, we died, but we nearly got the first phase of the boss done in my first few months, and we're doing it on a handheld, and I'm watching through a camera, like, as well with my capture system. Like, I'm not actually looking at it on my proper monitor, so I'm looking at it through OBS with even further delay because of my setup right now for Steam Deck. But you gotta say, this device is just absolutely insane. I don't think we need to change anything there. Obviously, you can go up in higher resolutions on certain monitors, like to 4K and stuff, but let's see if we can achieve a 4K 30 frames per second experience on this device. Let's just, for the sake of it, I don't think we're going to be able to. I think we're going to need to do, what am I doing? Go to here. I think we're going to have to go to ultra performance, I would have thought. We're on low settings. Yeah, I guess you can technically just about do 4K 30 frames per second on Steam Deck with this game. You would not want to play through like this at all, but the fact that the device can even do this is pretty impressive. But at the end of the day, you can do 1080p, and again, if we go back to 1080p, where is it, 1920 by 1080, back to 1080p, 60 frames per second. Now we're in the ultra performance as well. You're pretty much going to get a locked 60 at all times, but I wouldn't want to go ultra performance FSR because the quality really does take a hit. You can absolutely do balance like we were doing before, and once the assets are kind of loaded in and you've done this, you've pretty much got a decent stable 60 for most cases, but you could lock that frame rate at 45 frames per second on the Steam Deck OLED screen and it would look very good. But I think we'll stop there for today. This is incredible how this runs, I have to say. Please consider leaving a like if you are new to this channel. Please subscribe if you are also new as well. This game is so good. I love Lies of P. Gotta play this again. I'll probably do it again very, very soon. Maybe on Steam Deck. I'll see if I can do a full playthrough handheld on Steam Deck. But thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye-bye for now.